Psychological reasons: psychopathy and sociopathy. Many serial killers exhibit traits of psychopathy, which is characterized by a lack of empathy, guilt, and remorse. These individuals often show persistent patterns of antisocial behavior, grandiosity, and manipulativeness. This lack of emotional connection makes it easier for them to commit violent acts without feeling bad. For some, the act of killing becomes something they enjoy or even get addicted to. For example, Ted Bundy. Bundy is often considered a textbook case of psychopathy. He was known for his manipulative charm, lack of remorse, and ability to deceive others. His lack of empathy and emotional connection with his victims enabled him to kill at least 30 women without showing any remorse. Childhood trauma. A significant number of serial killers have endured severe childhood abuse, neglect, or abandonment. Such trauma can lead to emotional dysregulation and a distorted sense of self-worth, contributing to violent tendencies. Early trauma can lead to complex post-traumatic stress disorder or reactive attachment disorder, which can shape their interactions with the world and intensify feelings of powerlessness. Just look at Richard Ramirez, otherwise known as the Night Stalker. Ramirez was raised in a violent environment where he witnessed his cousin commit a murder and was physically abused by his father. This combination of trauma and exposure to violence contributed to his later violent tendencies. Fractured sense of identity. Some serial killers struggle with issues of identity formation, often as a result of early trauma or abuse. This can cause them to seek external validation or power through violent acts, attempting to solidify a sense of self by exerting control over others. John Wayne Gacy is a perfect example. Gacy, who had a fractured sense of identity, struggled with his sexual identity and societal expectations. He later sought control and validation by dressing up as a clown and committing murder, which was a way for him to feel empowered and in control. 2. Biological and neurological factors. Neurological abnormalities. Several serial killers exhibit abnormalities in the brain, particularly in areas such as the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for impulse control, decision-making, and emotional regulation. Dysfunction in this region can result in poor decision-making and the inability to control aggressive impulses, increasing the likelihood of violent behavior. Additionally, abnormalities in the amygdala, a part of the brain associated with emotional responses, can lead to heightened aggression or a diminished fear response.